Yesterday afternoon we had a wildfire breakout here in the Lockloosa area just north of Island Grove, and as most residents know, they saw the smoke plume, they smelled the smoke last night and this morning. The fire grew very rapidly to now we're at about 850 acres. The operational plan last night was to do a burnout operation because we couldn't get suppression equipment into Lockloosa Prairie. So the idea was to go ahead and plow lines around the prairie, do the burnout operation last night. It was very successful. We're going to try and continue to do burnout operations this afternoon depending on what the wind gust allows us to do. And what you're seeing right now behind me is very thick, heavy smoke from a spot fire that we've already had on this fire this morning. It's only 10:30 this morning, and we're already seeing a lot of fire activity with the spotting way ahead of the fire. So right now, suppression crews are working the spot fire northeast of the existing fire from yesterday. So we're at the south end of Lockloosa Lake, and again, we need to make sure people know that any commuters in the area use extreme caution. The southeast of the conservation area is close to hunting and fishing at this time.
The blaze now is over 850 acres and growing, and with the help of the Division of Forestry and Ludi Bond, we're going in. We've got Ariel coming in.
We do. We have the helicopter coming on scene here shortly, so we'll hear what he's seeing from the air and kind of get a good recon from the air on actually what we're looking at this morning. We certainly have had some issues with some fires slopping over the line, jumping over the line, some spot fires. So that's a concern and will be a concern throughout the rest of the afternoon and into tomorrow afternoon because of the wind gusts that are predicted.
Now, as people are watching this on the internet, they're seeing what looks to be fog, and that's far from it. In fact, it's a lot denser than you think, and this is smoke, and this is smoke from the island burn, and we're seeing right now some ash along this is some cutaways, right?
These are some fire lines that we put in. Here's where the burnout operation took place yesterday. You can see we put in some fire lines, then we went ahead and conducted some burnout operations in here. Now, one of the concerns is because the fire burned so hot and was moving so fast that it did scorch the canopies of the pine trees. So what we'll get this afternoon is what's called reburn. We'll have needle drop from the canopies, the scorched needles, and you can see them real good over here, the scorched needles.
Yes.
They'll go ahead and drop to the forest floor, which is still very hot, and we'll get some reburn off of those needles. So we'll be monitoring all 1,000 acres of this fire. Now it's 1,000 acres throughout the day to monitor the reburns and make sure we don't get spot over.